In this lecture, we'll be discussing about the HTML class attribute. This is very important. So the HTML class attribute is used to specify a class for an HTML element. Multiple HTML elements can share the same class. So now using the class attribute is often used to point to a class name in a style sheet. It can also be used by a JavaScript to access and manipulate elements with the specific class name. In the following examples, we have three div elements with a class attribute with value of city. All of the three div elements will be styled equally according to the city style definition in the head section. So what we need to do, first we need to go in the head section and then we'll write dot city and we'll use curly brackets and all the properties like what background color we have to set, what the text color we have to set, what should be the border, what should be the margin, what should be the padding. We'll mention it all here and then we'll close the curly bracket and then we'll close the style section also. Now if we are using div and we are writing div in a particular section, now what we need to do, we just need to mention in this div class is equal to city. So what will happen, this division will follow all the style that is used over here in city. So we have made city a class and this class could be used anywhere in the body. So what will happen, these background colors and all these CSS properties, what will happen, they'll just be used somewhere. So here as we have mentioned city, so this all should be followed. So in every division we have mentioned class is equal to city. So here tomato is the background color, and all the h2 will be different, that this will font will be different, how much padding should be there, how much margin should be there. So all these things will be done in the class section. So now talking about, we have also the span sections also. So we could also do using span. Span is used for inline and div we use in when we have to do for everything. So for example, now we have, made a class called note. We make a class like dot note curly bracket and then we write all the properties and then we close the class. Now in span is basically used for inline function. If we have to just change this the background color and all the CSS properties of this particular word, so what we need to do, we need to use the span tag. So my important heading, so what we need to do, my span class is equal to note important. So span here is this and here we have added a class to this span. So the class attribute can be used on any HTML elements. The class name is case sensitive and we'll be learning much about this in our CSS section. So the syntax for class, so we have to first put a dot and then we have to use the curly braces. So this is how you could do. Now in the city we have set the background color to tomato, the text color to white and the padding to 10 pixels. So in every h2 heading, what we have done, we have written class is equal to city. So this is how we have done. Now if you want to create multiple classes, so what will happen, HTML elements can belong to more than one class. So here div class is equal to city main, right? Now main, let us talk about, now we have created two classes. There is one city in which background color and padding is there, and in main we have done that text align should be center. So city is one class and main is our one class. So now what will happen, we'll write our text and when we have to like mention our this heading, so here we are using class is equal to city main. So city is one class, main is another class. So here we have used two classes in London. So what will happen? The normal background color, the color white and padding will be 10 pixel will be there. In the main, it was that the text line should be center. So London is written in center, whereas in the rest of the two, the class is only mentioned to be city. So Paris and Tokyo are written over here in the left side. So you could use multiple classes. Different elements can share same class also. Different HTML elements can point to the same class. We have just discussed this. Use the of the class attribute in JavaScript also. So get element by class name. We have this function. We'll be studying in this JavaScript section. As I've told you that there will be three courses available for web development. That is HTML, HTML plus CSS, and there will be the third one, that is HTML plus CSS plus JavaScript. So this is how everything HTML classes works. So HTML class attribute specifies one or more class and elements. Classes are used by CSS and JavaScript also. The class attribute can be used on any HTML elements, and this is how you could use HTML classes. In the next section, I'll be discussing about HTML ID. So that is going to be also one of the important lecture, and I'll meet you in the next lecture. Thank you.